for their job. A dramatic moment in time when someone would say, AI is replacing humans starting tomorrow. That's not how it happens. What's happening right now is much quieter and much harder to notice. The very first jobs that AGI will replace will not disappear overnight. They don't just get deleted, they just slowly stop being needed. You get fewer emails, fewer tasks, fewer requests, and overall, fewer reasons to be involved. At first, it will just feel like a slow week, then a slow month, until one day you're gonna realize that this role still exists, but only on paper. And no, I'm not talking about factory workers, drivers, or cashiers. I'm talking about jobs that people thought were actually safe. In my last video, AGI explained without hype, you can check it out here, I said something that matters a lot here. And that is that AGI will not just arrive like a movie villain. It'll do it like a software update. There's no single release date, and there's no moment when everything just changes overnight. Just small little improvements that will stack on top of each other. Each update removes friction, each version handles a little bit more judgment, and each AI tool will take on a slightly bigger role. Eventually, without any kind of announcement, the system crosses a line. The first thing AGI replaces is not physical labor. It replaces judgment at scale. Before we talk about specific jobs, I need you to understand one simple rule. AGI does not replace jobs. It replaces tasks inside of those jobs. That sounds subtle, but it changes everything. Most people don't lose their jobs because they are bad at it. They lose it because the number of tasks that actually require a human being drops below a threshold. At first, AI helps you. It makes you faster, more productive. Then you see the teams shrink. Then you see the responsibilities consolidate. And then one single person will oversee what used to take 5 people. And eventually, the role doesn't justify a salary anymore. No drama, no confrontations, just simple math. Here's how this actually plays out inside of an organization. At first, AI tools are introduced to help us. Then you're gonna realize that the output increases without having to increase the number of team members. And then leadership will notice that some roles are not bottlenecks anymore. And that's not because people are bad, it's because they are no longer necessary. Nobody actually says, we're replacing you with AI. They're gonna say, we are optimizing. Or another word that they like, restructuring. And lately I've seen a lot of, we're becoming more efficient. And suddenly entire layers will just disappear. The very first group that will feel this pressure, it's entry-level knowledge workers. Junior analysts, research assistants, associates, junior consultants. So if your job mainly involves gathering information, summarizing documents, organizing data, and just turning messy inputs into clean outputs, AGI already does this. Yes, you're right, not perfectly, but fast, cheap, and consistently. So here's the uncomfortable truth. Companies do not need brilliance at the bottom. They need acceptable answers at scale. If one single experienced person with AI tools can now do the work of multiple juniors, that's where the ladder breaks at the bottom. This isn't about intelligence, it's about leverage. Historically speaking, entry-level jobs were inefficient on purpose. They were just how you learned, how you make mistakes, and how you gain judgment. You see, AGI removes that inefficiency completely. So now we face a strange question. If the machines can already do beginner work, how do beginners become seniors? This is not a career problem, it's a structural one, because nobody has managed to answer this question so far. Customer support is one of the most obvious areas, but people still misunderstand why it's changing. This isn't about chatbots just answering FAQs, because modern AI systems can understand intent, detect emotion, interpret policy, handle edge cases, and escalate intelligently. They don't get tired, they do not forget procedures, and they don't panic under pressure. So what happens? You don't eliminate humans entirely, you just reduce them. Instead of 100 agents, you only need 10 supervisors. And that's why the job doesn't vanish, it's only the head count that collapses. Take this exact pattern and repeat it across industries. This one makes a lot of people uncomfortable, especially online. Yes, AGI does not replace creativity. It replaces first drafts, the first basic copy, search engine optimization content, email variations, social media posts, captions, descriptions, outlines. Back in the day, the value used to be, I can write. Nowadays, the value is in, I know what should be written and why. And that's why people who only produce outputs will get exposed, and people who shape direction will become much more valuable. This is already visible all over the place if you look closely. Another category under pressure includes administrative, compliance, and process-heavy roles. These jobs only exist to follow rules, check consistency, ensure procedures are followed, and document decisions. That is exactly where AI excels. Not because humans are bad at it, but because machines never drift, never forget, and they do not cut corners. As AI systems get better at interpreting policy and regulations, the need for large compliance teams will shrink. Again, not to zero, but dramatically. This one surprises a lot of people, but it shouldn't. Most middle management is not about leadership. It's about coordination, reporting, forecasting, summarizing decisions, and aligning different teams. That's literally what AGI is designed to do. And when information flows instantly, all of those layers will collapse. Not because managers are useless, but because coordination costs will drop close to zero. We're gonna have fewer layers, flatter organizations, and much more leverage at the top. None of the jobs that I've talked about in this video will disappear because they are meaningless. They disappear because they are predictable. So if your work is repeatable, explainable, mostly digital, and it doesn't carry any kind of real-world accountability, AGI can sit next to you at first, and eventually it will sit instead of you. Not with malice, but with a lot of efficiency. Instead of just guessing which jobs are going to be affected, we can now look at patterns across thousands of roles. On There's an AI for that, we built something that's called the Job Impact Index. It's a searchable index of 5,000 jobs ranked by how much each role is impacted by AI, from almost entirely affected to barely touched at all. And the pattern here is incredibly clear. Jobs that are centered around communication, data handling, documentation, coordination, and analysis, all of them cluster near the top, while jobs that are centered around physical presence, real-world problem solving, and hands-on execution will sit near the bottom. This is not an opinion, it's a task analysis. Anyone can look up their role and see where they stand. I'm really curious about it, so drop a comment below telling me where is your role standing right now. Here's the part people don't actually talk about enough. Job disruption is not economic, it's psychological. Most people tie their identity to their role, so when that role starts shrinking, even subtly, it creates a lot of anxiety long before layoffs even happen. And that's why you can feel replaceable, invisible, and uncertain. But because nothing dramatic will happen overnight, people usually stay in denial. They will just tell themselves, this is just a slow period. Things will go back to normal. My job is different. The denial phase is very dangerous because it delays adaptation. Most people move through 3 psychological phases when their job is being automated. Denial, telling themselves, this doesn't apply to me. Rationalization, which sounds like AI is not good enough yet. And phase 3 is realization. I should have moved on earlier. The people who win will skip straight to awareness. Not panic, only awareness. People love asking, is my job safe? And that's the wrong question to ask because no job is safe. But some positions are indeed safer than others. And the safest people are not the most technical, the most credentiated, or the most experienced. They are the ones who own their outcomes, the ones who can make the final decision. They can combine judgment with tools, and of course, take responsibility when things go wrong. AGI doesn't want your job. AGI doesn't need your job. It just wants to remove the distance between decision and execution. Adaptation doesn't mean learning every single AI tool out there. It means shifting where your value is coming from execution to direction, from output to judgment, and from tasks to outcomes. People who understand this early on will gain a lot of leverage. AGI doesn't kill ambition, it just kills waiting your turn. The old model was start small, climb slowly, and earn influence over time. The new model is create leverage, move very fast, and own your results early on. This is terrifying for institutions and incredibly powerful for individuals who can adapt. In the next video, I want to talk about something very uncomfortable, the worst possible way people are preparing for the AI takeover. Because most advice you hear right now is learn prompts, use more AI tools, and just adapt. This is actually making people less valuable, not more. 90% of you guys watching this video are not subscribed. This means there's a pretty high chance you will never see me again. If you want to stay ahead of the shift and actually catch the next video, make sure to subscribe to our channel. If you want to help us with the YouTube algorithm, make sure to drop a like to this video. By doing so, 2026 will not feel shocking anymore. It'll just feel obvious and in front of your face. Thank you for watching.